Hi, this is an introduction to the MojiLife Pay Portal. You should have received an activation email in which you need to register with the MojiLife Pay Portal. What effectively this is this is your W-9 form to the company that will have your legal name, social security number, address, etc. The one thing I want to caution you is to remember that you need to have the name on file which matches your social security number. If there are any discrepancies at the end of January, you will be notified by MojiLife that there is a discrepancy and that it will need to be fixed. Therefore, it will postpone you getting the tax documents that you need in order to file your taxes. So once you receive the activation email, you go through that. You would then effectively create your username and your ID and your password. Then you will have something like this. This is what your screen will look like. On the side here, you will see all these resources. They are excellent in reference to the Getting Started guide, which goes over how you can receive the payments, the notification alerts, the transferring funds, the automatic transfers, and the transaction histories, as well as any tax documents will be located here as well. There's frequently asked questions. If you're looking for the prepaid card information, such as the fees of the prepaid card, please refer to the legal here, and then there is a Visa document, and I will show you that in a moment. But first I want to go over, so whenever you get paid, you will see your funds right here. Unfortunately, I transferred all of my funds to my prepaid card accidentally when I just activated it this afternoon. So now I have everything on my prepaid card. You have three options in order to get paid at MojiLife. Those three options are you can use this prepaid debit card, you can have a bank account, or you can have a paper check. The prepaid card is free. The bank account will charge you 45 cents per transfer, and a paper check will cost you $3. Now, to note, the 45-cent fee as well as the $3 fee are relatively low compared with other direct selling companies that charge a lot more in order to have access to your funds. But right now, those are the only three ways that you can get funds. In order to when you're setting everything up, if you go to click on transfer funds, you will see your Visa card, and then you will see you can add a new transfer method, and then you can pick whether you would like to have a bank account or a paper check. Once you click, you will fill the relevant information for either one of those. So make sure that you have your routing number as well as your bank account number on hand. Also beware that when you're initially setting up your prepaid card, make sure the auto transfer is disabled. Mine automatically, as soon as I registered my card, somehow it automatically went to the prepaid card. So now everything is loaded onto my prepaid card. Something I want to show you is the fees. So if you are using the prepaid card, you need to make sure that you have to have a transaction every 90 days. Otherwise, you're going to get hit with a $3 service fee. As well as you need to make sure that with ATM transaction fees, if you want to take money out via the ATM, it is free on Visa's end for one per calendar month. But that does not mean that the actual ATM will not charge you. So that's something that you need to be careful, and that you probably need to get more information if you're going to use ATM withdrawals. Also take note that like if you want to do a balance inquiry, it's going to charge you. If you need a replacement card, as if you want to do an over-the-counter cash withdrawal, it is $5. And here's the little note here, ATM fees. When you use an ATM, you may be charged a fee by the ATM operator or any network used to complete the transaction. So you have your transfer centers on here. Say you want to set up a transfer. So you click on this link and then you do clear selected transfers. Okay. I'm going to choose that I want 90% to go into my business account, and then I want 10% to go onto my prepaid card. I'm going to enable my auto transfer configuration for monthly, and I'm going to have it every month on, let's say, the 20th, because I know that we receive the bonus and that'll give me enough to make sure that I have the bonus in that account. And I'm going to require that there's an at least $200 available balance. I'm just going to click for US and then I will click confirm. Oops, I didn't click add to configuration. Okay, so everything adds up to 100. And then I'm enabling my auto transfer monthly. It will only transfer if I have $200. And then it's in the US currency. So now it's confirmed. So now you see how it says auto transfer, yes, yes. So now if I want to clear that, whenever you have the auto transfer, you have to have some sort of selected transfer method in here. If you don't, it will not allow you to go to the next screen. So if you do not want auto transfer, all you need to do is click on this for the auto transfer status that you do not want it enabled. Unclicking that, clicking confirm, you will notice that it goes from auto to disabled. So this way there is no auto transfer. You can also do manual transfers, such as transfer to the card or from the card. You can also view your card transactions and reset the PIN that you will have set up whenever you do this, whenever you set up your prepaid card. If you want to do a manual transfer to your bank account, again, you would just click on with the bank account, action, transfer to bank account, and then view details. You can take funds directly from your prepaid account into your bank account for the deposit fee of 45 cents. You can transfer funds from the prepaid card to your bank account and it will only charge you the 45 cents. Okay, so now if you wanted to look under transfer, we went over transfer, that's if the transfer center, if you can either click a transfer funds there or transfer up here. If you wanted to look at the history, you can look at the history of the portal as well as you can look at the history of the prepaid card itself to find any transactions that were on there as well, which is nice. Under settings, you can see you can update your profile, your password, as well as your preferences. The preferences are going to be your time zone, the language, and your notifications. This is where you can also update your email and your password. As I mentioned earlier, if you did want to look at some of the fees, under the legal section, this is the US Visa cardholder agreement where I showed you those fees that popped up earlier. Terms and conditions, the hyperwallet privacy policy, Pay Portal used to be called Hyperwallet. They just recently changed that name, so that you will hear people talk about that interchangeably, especially with other companies that have been around for a while. They'll call it Hyperwallet, but they've now changed it to the name Pay Portal. So if you guys have any other questions, please feel free to let me know. I hope this helped a little bit in reference to getting you familiar with it. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact me. Thank you. Bye.